Hey everybody, my name is Andrea LaPlante. I'm a certified health coach with the Dr. Sears Wellness Institute, and I'm also a national marketing director with the Juice Plus Company. I'm a mom of 3, and I'm really excited to talk to you today about something I'm very passionate about, which is inspiring healthy living around the world. And today we're going to learn how one simple change can make a big difference. We are unhealthy today. 1 in 4 will die of heart disease. 1 in 2 women and 1 in 3 men will develop cancer. 1 in 3 will have diabetes by 2050. 1 in 3 children is obese. Our children are more harmed by poor diet today than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. Let me just repeat that. Our children are more harmed by poor diet than by exposure to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco combined. How does that make you feel? I know that I want to do everything I can to change that statement and make sure that that goes away. There are environmental toxins that are increasing in our environment. Examples are pollution, water contaminants, pesticides, chemicals, medications, skin and hair products, plastics. And this has all evolved over the years because we are an independent society where we've really taken on a lot of these toxins because we were trying to make life simpler. Well, we really need to go back to the basics and start taking some of these back out of our environment. If you just take a look at the image here, you'll see how that really affects our water systems, our earth, everything, our food systems, and it's really wreaking havoc today on our body and in our health. Our food quality is decreasing. 90% of the food eaten in America is processed. Preservatives, flavor enhancers, emulsifiers, synthetic vitamins, genetically modified foods, less nutritious, pesticides, trans fats, artificial colors, growth hormones. And we all know this. We're all doing the best we can, but we have a great solution here that in this community that I'll share a little bit as we go a little bit further that will help and make you feel a lot more hope. 80% of foods at grocery stores didn't exist 100 years ago. Broccoli has lost 80% of its nutritional value. So that's why when people say, well, why do we have to eat so many fruits and vegetables to be healthy? In the past, it used to be strive for 5. Now it's 7 to 13. If you're an athlete, it's 16 to 20. Extreme, elite athlete, 20 plus. It's because our nutritional value is on the decline. An apple today versus 20 years ago has 50% less nutritional value. Why is that? Typically, when we go into a grocery store, our produce has been shipped 1,500 miles. You could be in Florida where they grow beautiful oranges, and you could go into a grocery store where the oranges have been shipped from California. So quite often, you're dealing with the shipping of produce. So what does that have to do with nutritional value? When your food is not allowed to ripen on the vine and it's picked and it's hard and it's not ripe, it does not get ripe in a store. And it doesn't increase nutritional value by sitting on a shelf. What happens is it hasn't reached its nutritional peak, and then it already starts decreasing and declining. So by the time it's shipped and it's in a store for a couple of days or unpacked finally, then you get it in your car and you drive it home, it sits on a counter in your fridge, and then you go to eat it, the nutritional value has been depleted. And it's not increasing. I used to think if you go into the store and you have something that's not ripe, it would eventually ripen and that nutritional value would be there. But we know better now. That's why broccoli has lost 80% of its nutritional value. That's why we need to eat so many more. What can we do to be healthier? We can exercise, sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, deal with environmental changes and not use toxins as cleaners or on our clothes and in our skin. Drink lots of water. We need to drink half your body weight in ounces of water every day as an adult. And if you're a child, your full body weight. Manage stress is huge because stress really can contribute to oxidative stress in the body, which can really break the body down. And eating real food. So it's not just doing one of these things, it's doing all of these in a whole health program. So let's focus on the fruits and vegetables because 75% of diseases are preventable with good nutrition. Now, can you imagine 75% of chronic disease can be reversed Wouldn't you want to do that if you could? That is so exciting. And I think that's where we get really fired up in our community because we know a lot of it's in our control. Oxidative stress and antioxidants. What is oxidative stress? I mentioned that a little bit a couple slides ago. If you look at this apple, it's just such a great image. Cut an apple open, there's the white fleshy inside of an apple, and it starts to age and turn brown. Now, if you were to take a lemon, which is an antioxidant, and squeeze it, which is what happened on the side of the apple that looks white and young, that has the lemon juice on it, which is an antioxidant. So when you cut the apple in half, what happens, it starts oxidizing. The oxygen gets at it and it starts aging and decaying and turning brown and diseased. And that's where you can see the brown side of the apple. We did not put the lemon juice is not on the decayed part of the apple. The antioxidant is on the side of the apple that looks white and clean and fresh and young. So if you think about the inside of our body, the same thing is going on inside our body. When we take in, breathe oxygen, just sitting here breathing, we have a byproduct of that happening in our body called free radicals. And those oxidative free radicals, we actually take 10,000 oxidative hits to our DNA per cell per day for every human, and it's caused by poor nutrition, medication, smoking, stress, environmental toxins, exercise, pregnancy. Think of how much and the toll a mom takes during pregnancy and how much harder the body has to work. So you think about being an athlete and you're taking in so much more oxygen, you're running, you're burning fuel so much faster, you're putting more pressure on your body. So you might think, oh, this is so discouraging. We're just taking in all this oxygen. Our body is aging on the inside, rusting, decaying, breaking down. We have the ability to add and flood our body with antioxidants to help reduce that inflammation and reduce that oxidative stress and that DNA damage. The good news is that antioxidants in fruits and vegetables protect the cells from oxidative stress. So that's really exciting. And that's why the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you. It's that they're so good for you, they may actually save your life. We need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables every day, 16 to 18 for athletes, 20 plus elite athletes. And why so many? I mentioned earlier, produce is picked too early, transported thousands of miles. 90% of Americans don't eat enough servings. We don't get enough variety from the rainbow. I happen to be in New England, and it's fall right now, so it's apple season. Once it's out of fall and it's winter, no one has gardens in New England. Everything has to be shipped. Even when we do have seasons, our produce is very seasonal, so we're not getting that variety that our body needs every day. Not to mention that, if you look at the picture in the mirror, in the middle here with the truck full of oranges, when was the last time you ate the peels of an orange? And do you do that every day? Every day, 365 days. Do you eat the leaves of the beets? Are you eating the broccoli stalks? Are your kids eating the pomegranate peels? That's where all the bioflavonoids are. And typically, we throw all that away. So we want to really understand how to get the nutrition from our food. And we'll talk a little bit more about how you can do that. Multivitamins versus whole food. Now, this is a real hot button of mine. My son actually overdosed on isolated vitamin supplements as a toddler. In 2008, over 51,000 calls were made to poison control centers, and some of those were fatalities. And I'm really lucky because my son is okay, but other kids haven't been. And it really was a wake-up call for me, which is why I became a health coach and partnered with this company, because someone finally figured out a way to get whole food nutrition and in a capsule and a chewable in a way that was easy to comply, not an isolated vitamin supplement with a child safety law and poison control number. 70% of Americans are trying to fill in the gaps with a multivitamin. A multivitamin has very few isolated nutrients. An apple has approximately 10,000 phytonutrients or phytochemicals that work in synergy together. It's actually over 12,500 in one apple. So wouldn't you want to get 12,500 phytochemicals in your body as opposed to 6 or 7 that's isolated in an isolated vitamin? And typically, what we've learned is that isolated vitamins, are not doing what they should be doing and can cause more harm than good. And research shows that whole food protects our bodies. So our community provides resources for healthy living. As you can see, we have a great Kids Start Strong, Healthy Starts for Families program. And we can get into that a little bit more about if you love this nutrition, how you can get it into your child for free. Salad in a Jar meal prep. We have free e-recipes, Start Strong Kids program, and monthly health webinars. So my story, I mentioned to you about my son overdosing on isolated vitamins, and I was really looking for something. I was looking for something that would nourish my family. Because at the time, we were not the healthiest family. Colds, flus, eczema, molluscum. I had severe chronic sinus infections and allergies, and I knew we weren't getting what we needed. And after my son overdosed on vitamins, I was chopping and slicing, trying to get my kids to eat raw broccoli at breakfast, and it wasn't happening. So I was worried. I was a stressed out mom, thinking they're not going to be able to thrive. They're athletes. I knew they needed that much more, and we just weren't able to get it done. I knew our produce was depleted and seasonal. And so when I found Juice Plus, it was really the answer to my prayers. I found this at my gym in a brochure, and I knew that I needed it. Immediately turned it around and saw a nutrition label. The other thing that I noticed right away is there's no poison control number. There is no child safety lock on it, that it's food in a capsule, a salad bar in a capsule. And then I took it a step further and looked at the NSF label. And that NSF label, I'll get into it in a minute, but it's the highest quality control you can get for any food, higher standard than anything organic. You could go into Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, wherever you would go, and you wouldn't be guaranteed that somebody did extra testing on it. So Juice Plus is making that one simple change that can completely overhaul your health and well-being of your family. It's a way to add the nutrition from over 30 fruits, vegetables, and berries to your diet. Whole foods are harvested at peak of ripeness, so the nutrition is intact. Produce, including peels, leaves, seeds, is juiced and dried into powders. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Typically, we don't eat the orange peel. The peels are in this. Typically, we don't eat the peel of the pomegranate. The peel is in here. How do they do that? They allow the orange to ripen on the vine. It reaches its nutritional peak. It's picked and crushed whole. So if you think it's just thrown in a juicer and crushed whole, and there's nothing wasted. So sustainability wise, I absolutely love this because you're not wasting anything. It doesn't have to look pretty. Nothing's getting thrown out. There's no waste. It's all in there. The plant powders are put into capsules or delicious chewables for kids. And the Omega blend bypasses the fish altogether and goes straight to the algae, the berries, and seeds. A vegan Omega. This is a vegan product. And the Omega just gets me so excited because if you love the idea of keeping the oceans replenished, not overfishing and worrying about contaminants in fish. There are so many contaminants now in the ocean, and our company has done some research over the last 10 years and understands and figured out that we don't get our omegas from fish, we get it from the algae the fish eat. So we actually have our own algae farms that we grow and we maintain to make sure there are no contaminants in that growing facility, and we cold press berries and seeds. So Juice Plus Complete is another addition to this incredible nutritional. This is a nutritional label, vegan, non-GMO, gluten and dairy free, 13 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber. It's low glycemic, which means it stabilizes blood sugar. And that is huge because if you've ever had a sugar craving, diabetic, just most people think that they can't control their cravings. And it's not the cravings, it's their blood sugar. So when you have the ability to stabilize blood sugar, not only is that great for reducing cravings so that you're not eating things that you shouldn't eat, every time your blood sugar spikes into the lining of your bloodstream, it causes little nicks, little dents in the bloodstream, the lining of your bloodstream. And over time, that can calcify. And what that does is having a nice clean artery, it can start to build up and have poor blood flow. So that can affect the heart and overall health and well-being well into the future. So you want to keep your blood stable throughout the day. That's where this low glycemic plant powder comes in. It being low glycemic actually stabilizes that blood sugar. So what are the ingredients in here? It's broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, chickpea powder, millet, quinoa, amaranth, pea protein, rice protein, water washed soy. We now have evidence that soy foods not only prevent breast cancer, but also benefit women who have breast cancer. Now, we're not talking about genetically modified soy. We are talking about soybeans that are grown, picked at their peak of ripeness, rinsed with water, and then crushed whole, just like all the other plants that are in this nutritional. Juice Plus is unique. It is food, not a vitamin. Food label, no additives, non-GMO, vegan, kosher, dairy, and gluten-free. It's NSF third-party certified, which is what I love. After my son overdosed on vitamins, I was looking for something that was tested to make sure that what's on the bottle and on the label is in the bottle and vice versa. What's on the label is in it. No contaminants, pesticides, or banned substances. And that's great for any elite athletes, kids that are going for scholarships or on professional teams. You want to make sure that you have a checklist and that you're not going to be ingesting any banned substances. Safe for all ages. This is what I love. Pregnant, nursing, elderly, NSF sports certified for pro athletes. Now, food is foundational. It's something that you can eat as a baby, a pregnant nursing mom, elderly in a feeding tube. I could never understand or wrap my head around if I couldn't eat it when I was pregnant, then why would I want to have it in my body? So this is food, the cleanest food you can get your hands on, the most nutritious in a variety, and it's sustainable. It's the most researched nutritional product in the world, over 38 published clinical studies. Clinical means that the research is done on humans. 20 plus years of gold standard research at leading hospitals and universities. A third of the boxes of these whole food concentrates and chewables that go out every day are from doctor to patient, and the rest are from individuals like me who are really looking to make a bigger impact in the world and reverse those statistics that you heard earlier. And you can just see here, I'll let you just take a look. It's randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled, human clinical trials tested on the product itself, published in peer-reviewed journals. You can even just look at this, MD Anderson, Yale, Vanderbilt, and it's ethical. We actually are good stewards of the earth. We use our generational farmers. They've been in business and family businesses for the last 25 years. They specialize in one crop. They're good stewards of the earth. They rotate their crops in the soil, and they really want to make an impact as well and save the earth, which I think is so important. The research results have attracted thousands of doctors because it's bioavailable, it gets into the bloodstream and it goes to work. Contributes to cardiovascular wellness, supports immune health, helps protect DNA, reduces oxidative stress like we talked about, that image of the apple being cut, supports healthy skin, supports healthy gums, supports a healthy inflammatory response. And we talk about healthy gums. The gums are the gateway to our body and our health. And if we have inflammation in our gums, we have inflammation in our body. Supporting a healthy inflammatory response, we want to have a balanced immune system, not an overreactive or an underactive. We want a balanced immune system. Supports quality of life in cancer survivors, improves metabolism in overweight boys, supports lung health in smokers. And I love Dr. Richard DuBois here. He pioneered nutrition during the AIDS crisis. And once he learned about Juice Plus, he started sharing it with his AIDS patients who were dying because they were nutritionally depleted. And he says there is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do. Children ages 4 through 18, along with full-time college students, receive Juice Plus for free for up to 4 years with a paying adult sponsor. This is amazing, everybody. Families take Juice Plus for at least 1 year consistency. You fill out a survey, and this is what the research shows. 60% were missing fewer days of school. 56% were taking fewer over-the-counter and or prescription drugs. 71% were drinking more water. 66% were visiting the doctor less. 71% were consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and 61% were eating more fruits and vegetables. Isn't that amazing? When I first started, I actually sponsored my daughter, my husband sponsored my son, and my mother sponsored my third child. So you can sponsor a child. It doesn't have to be a relative. As long as you're adding it to your diet, you can sponsor a child for free for up to 4 years. The Tower Garden. Now, this is giving Americans, people all over the globe, a chance to grow their own food. And I have mine straight ahead of me, my Tower Garden. I pick my greens, I grow them year round in the winter in New England, put it right into my smoothie. The sustainability piece, grow your own produce on your patio or indoors year round, which is what I choose to do. 98% less water than a traditional garden, 90% less space, 30% more yield, 3 times faster. Research at the University of Mississippi compared a traditional garden to a tower garden, and that's where we get this information from. A half acre of tower gardens equates to 30 acres of land, and we're not using any soil. So think about what that's doing to help protect the soil that we have left. In the next 20 to 60 years, we will use up all of the topsoil that we have available to us, and our population is growing, and we will have to look for solutions, different solutions, because we won't have enough topsoil to sustain us. So this is an ethical solution backed in science. We have tower gardens all over the globe. They're on a timer. It's a plug-and-play system, no soil, no contaminants, not contributing to the carbon footprint at all. So it's just amazing. Kids all the way through the elderly can partake, grow what you love, and nourish the body at the same time. Juice Plus is the most simple change that you can make, just by adding the Juice Plus capsules and chewables into your diet, having Complete Shake that I showed you earlier, our nutritional drink. But if you're looking for a program, this is incredible. We have a program called Shred 10, which is not a diet. I do not recommend diets. It's not about weight loss. It's about shedding toxins, because as you saw in one of the first couple of slides, how much toxin and how much toxic exposure, how much we're exposed to on a daily basis. So our body can only handle so much, and it's trying to detox as all of the toxins are being exposed to us. So what's a better way to do that than every month take time to detox and shed those toxins? And what happens is the fat goes along with it, and you have better overall health. It's a 10-day reset group. We have coaching, e-resources, recipes, support, and we do it on Facebook together. Now, when I mentioned that when you shed toxins, the fat goes along with it, this is a slide to help explain that. Excess fat contributes to over 20 diseases. And the fact is, toxins are stored in our fat cells to protect our vital organs. If our body was not enveloping these toxins with fat, they could seep into our internal organs and cause so much harm. And the body is a miraculous machine, and it knows how to heal itself when given the proper tools. The unhealthy way to shed fat, if you can see here, without whole food nutrition, is dieting, losing fat, but not the toxins. So the toxins are still in the body, and what happens is you end up rebounding and adding more weight, and the fat comes back to protect the toxins that were there, and then the toxins that you acquired because you were exposed to more after you lost some weight. So what happens is the body overcompensates for all those toxins and puts extra weight on just to protect the body. The healthy way to shed fat with whole food nutrition, resulting in losing fat along with the toxins, no rebounding effect, less fat, more muscle, and better overall health. And this is just a lifestyle approach to health and well-being. It's not about being skinny, it's about being healthy. Juice Plus is affordable. This is one of my favorite parts. If you go into a grocery store and you try and buy an organic apple, you probably can't even get 2 apples for under $5. If you look at the Juice Plus fruit, vegetable, and berry blend, is $2.38 a day, free for kids. $2.05 for a Complete Shake. That's your lunch. You can use that as your lunch if you like. I always have mine. Mine's my breakfast. Sometimes I have it twice a day. And $1.10 per day for the omegas. And that's if you go to Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts, or if you're drinking your coffee every day, you could eliminate a coffee and you'd be able to replace that with this food that's going to nourish your family and you can get for free. So typically what happens is people end up reducing their coffee intake, which is great. and they can add more nutrition to their diet. So we invite you to join us to get started on this incredible nutrition, or you can share the gift of hope as well, which is based on science. And when I saw this nutrition, I thought, wow, everybody needs to know about this. And I started sharing it right away. Who do I love? Who do I know and care about? Who's suffering? I am going to reach out to everyone I know and make this impact so that we get more people eating plants and healing on the inside, as opposed to chronic illnesses and medications with side effects. So if you would like the idea of joining our mission, I'll just share a little bit about inspiring healthy living around the world. For almost 50 years, since 1970, our mission has been to inspire healthy living around the world and to build a stable and lasting company that helps as many people as possible realize their dreams. And this is Jay Martin, our founder and president, and he's just a brilliant man who wants to give opportunity back to everyone and level the playing field. Our mission is unique. It's a food label, NSF certified, mostly researched, the most researched nutritional product in the world. You can even ask Siri and she'll tell you on your phone, your smartphone. It's doctor recommended, the largest selling nutritional product of its kind. It's free for kids. The Juice Plus company was founded in the 1970s, the wellness part of the wellness industry in 24 countries around the world, and it's $16 billion in sales. The Juice Plus business, what really blew me away was it's $50 to partner with our company. $50 a year. And you can do as much or as little as you work from anywhere, small product line, fruits and vegetables, plants. We are a plant-based nutritional consumable products, residual income, part-time or full-time, no inventory, low overhead, business websites and support. Positions are permanent, no glass ceiling, and a benefits package. So everybody starts at square one. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can cover costs, or like what was really exciting for me is to be able to have full corporate benefits as an independent contractor, which is unheard of. There is no other network marketing company in the world that offers a full corporate benefits package as an independent contractor. Oh, and here is the benefits package listed: the medical insurance, dental insurance, vision, life, long-term disability, chiropractic care, family tuition program, which is for college students, college tuition reimbursement, monthly expense allowance, and a holiday bonus. As an independent contractor, that is unheard of. The 4 business concepts in one: franchising, it's a brand name product, tried and proven system; network marketing, building a network of people who love Juice Plus; it's a home-based business, which is incredible for tax savings, tax write-offs. You can actually save so much money having a home-based business that it's smart for every family to have a home-based business just for the tax savings alone. Direct sales and e-commerce, consumer to consumer, websites, social channels and texting, and corporate America piece is the benefits package. What I love about this company, it just keeps getting better and better, is how much we give back. We are very philanthropic, and that's what really connects with my values. We are the title sponsor for the St. Jude Memphis Marathon. The company is donating a tower garden to every Boys and Girls Club in North America. And we also are donating 10 million complete meals through Volunteers of America to the homeless. It's just amazing, all of the things that we're doing to reach out and give back in the world. Just by being part of this company, you're part of that. To share and change lives, share as you live life. I found a simple way to flood my body with over 30 whole foods every day. Share education, send a video, invite to an event, share a free resource. The amount of your Juice Plus earnings is a direct reflection of the number of lives you are changing. And this made so much sense to me, to be able to help people with their health. And the amount of people that I help, it's a direct reflection of the income that I'm earning. So it's just a win-win. You can be a customer, you can share this with others, cover costs, earn additional income, but you can start dreaming again, because this company and this opportunity will allow you your health. It will give you your health, number one, and then the opportunity will give you options in your life for whatever it is that speaks to you. We invite you to join us in inspiring healthy living around the world. And what would you like to see this business do for you? If it speaks to you and you like the idea of having a home-based business, saving some money on your taxes, what piece of it connects with you most? Making a difference, covering a car payment, creating more time and having some time flexibility, giving financial options. Uh, as a mom of 3 kids with a traveling husband, time, freedom, and flexibility was everything to me. Being able to grow something of my own, having my kids watch me grow a business, knowing that I can be part of their life whenever I need to, teachers' conferences, coaching, games, you name it. Time, flexibility, and freedom is everything. Making an impact means everything to me. Being able to provide financially for my family. And the fact that by adding this nutrition to our diet in the last 10 years, we have not contributed to sick care. Only well checks for a family of 5 in the last 10 years. No meds at all. Only well checks for our family. No co-pays, no medications with side effects, just fruits and vegetables every day. And really trying to incorporate sleep, water, removing processed foods, and de-stressing. So it's actually been such a blessing for our family. We have some events coming up. We constantly doing live events, and every Monday night we have an event that you can join and learn more, and we are happy to get you that information. And I'm just going to stop the share right now. So thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy that you had a chance to get to learn a little bit about what we're up to. And if you have any questions and you want to learn more, just reach out to the person who shared this video with you, or feel free to reach out to me and I can help answer questions and help get you started. So we love the idea of having more voices. We need so many more voices to help make a difference. And if that speaks to you, we would love to connect. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you for joining.